Okay, Fambulem, this na Cycle John again. We don't come to now live today. I deal with somebody. We 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 I don't even know how to ask a question because this na a senior somebody in a salon. We really like all man. Let's say 90% of people I believe say, even though I not get data for support that, but I believe say then they admire and they respect. And this now somebody when a legend, na so they call him this not other person na DJ base. So I just want for make he introduce himself. Fambulem,
Okay.
this DJ base. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you, Shaiku. Of course, you don't introduce me, make a laugh. You say no, no question for ask me. Yeah, a
Yeah.
journalist too. Anyway, so Pambod me na mama jalo DJ base. I believe say like how Shaiku save data and all this of the people that can prove that. One of the prominent broadcasters in a salon for the past 25 years. So, it's a blessing for coming on the show. And like you say, I just come for can do my own stuff. So I'll just swipe the camera you see. You see cycle?
Yeah. I did see him.
Okay. All right. So at least for your show, make a can quick so that before I start my show really. So it's a
Okay,
blessing.
okay, thank you, base. We really appreciate your time because we know say you not get time. Now you make now just short interview, maybe 30 minutes or so. But
No
base
problem.
election don't reach. We dey see people in the run up and down. I remember when me be small, we know they sleep for listening to
Mhm.
you from where you been there, UN radio, till you come, I think SLBC or something like that. So
Yeah,
anyway,
it's a blessing.
you don't dey preach, you don't dey create awareness, you don't talk about how Sierra Leoneans dem for be aware. So
Mhm.
waiting election time don't reach now, DJ base. How you dey see the tempo and then how you feel say you preaching in these past years don't create, whether it don't create any impact or not?
Right. That's a good question. So first, I mean, I don't know into this stuff from 98.1. I mean, then 1998, 99, 2000, 2001, I go UN. I did UN radio, I worked there for like 10, 12 years. I come there, I go SLBC, SLBC, AYV, and I did so right now. I come on AYV at some point in time. And I go Mercury. Of course, I've been in the UK recently. AYV decided for call me back and see if I can work with them. So okay, whilst I did it internationally, I work then because be permit me for still did it and later I
Mm.
can work back now Mercury. So I decide for come AYV. So I don't cancel them back about 2 weeks ago. I don't do AYV back and I'm sure I can start for do back. So that's just one part of the stuff. Talking about the awareness, well, cycle, after me to don't talk, I can sit down most of my time by myself. I can say my best time now for listening to myself, analyze for myself, and well, that's my best time. And one of the things that I go on for the past 6 months, at the UK, of course, now they did like you get more time with yourself. So it make you able realize, it make you able analyze, it able make me. I mean, I take myself back from USA start. I mean, which I don't go through up to USA there right now. So me, I think the awareness, the message don't they go, and people don't they aware. Well, but people not aware it really because people they think okay, people are aware right now like that's a massive way, but no. But I believe say people don't they aware, bruh. People don't they aware. The only problem why I feel say salon people get, I don't know whether the hypocrites now for say uh they know say this wrong, but I don't know if they look say because na DJ base say so maybe if then talking, some people go say about because DJ base talking. But they know it's wrong, they know so the awareness did it. The only problem is the politics or the politicians they don't set a system where make the people there they don't know. I mean, they set up a system to me. I can say like the saying goes, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. Meaning
Mhm.
they set up a system where young people not get woke, people not get woke. So and when anybody not get woke, anything where they call them pan, it just the join. So And then they are the see because even when I come, I see people like from what they preached before now up to presently, people they still dance for politicians or they make them suffer. So that's the saddest part of the whole thing.
Okay, base. Thank you so much. Like, okay, you don't can you don't experience, and then you dey in a better position like I do for able evaluate the two system. You dey see, like, despite the awareness, like what you say, so then it's like the politician then don't create a system where
Mm-hmm.
they don't get total control over the masses. Like
Of
people
course.
them, like the awareness day, me don't are they you dey hear some people they say, okay, yeah, we not say they were don't fail, but they'll vote for
Yeah.
them. So
Mhm.
really you feel say that ordinary something you know feel say something is wrong with the Sierra Leonean mentality.
Well, something is wrong, but like I say again, one, it's a setup system. So to me, it's planned because if you look cycle, most of
Mm,
them politicians say what we they hear about from what being small. And then same politicians they are we they see they make and take decision for we up to the time we I'm 50 years old now, bros. You go believe? Can you
yeah.
imagine from what about 50 years? You get people out on there in politics in different political parties, still they come up and surface that them political parties or people look like, hey, that them party have not so X Nazi, not so green or red. So the politician is still the surface in their political parties there, where now then still they make decision for we. So to me, what I think say wrong is we get mental issue, we get mental problem.
Okay.
And mental problem now, one big problem we not take serious. To some extent in Sierra Leone, I could me say, if I when somebody sick, it can they the sick, it die the sick, you know, get any time for say, labo diagnose myself and look what it happen. So that system need to happen to Salomon. Man then
Okay.
go get malaria or something, say, but no, you know, my boy say, but this is the kilo now. They get poison, sir, but jams snake kill Black Africa. This, say he
Mm-hmm.
die with him. So in other part of the world, like that place the way it is so now, you get people who do, you get psychiatric people,
Mm-hmm.
you get people who they do counseling, you get
Mm-hmm.
homes away, then the counsel people, whether it's big, whether it's small, because people need that. So to me, we get mental problem, and that mental problem, they this a me analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I believe say 80% of Salon people they get mental issue. So until we solve that issue, because even the way they think that the politicians they get a mental issue. Because how you go there, you think say you come for serve people, then people they hail you, which means something is wrong with you. How you go there, you can't tell people and say, I'll do this, then they will do them, then the people and they still push you back. Tell me, is there not something wrong somewhere? So I think the problem is mental problem. We need to address before we're able to put yourself together. Because if not, sometimes people make decisions out of ignorance cycle. I'll tell you, say, you get people that will go tell you, say, in fact, for me, there are people that say, in fact, this I'll say this. When I come, I don't collect my ID card up to now
Oh,
because I just fed up because I don't believe in the political parties the way they or where they exist. So who do I go vote for? When I tell people and say sometimes I'm not going to even vote because even if I don't vote, I'm a right standing back.
yeah.
Because I'm not going to go vote for vote sake. Now somebody say, but you know, pick one parent two year. So I say, so you can't pick now. So
Mm-hmm.
now for pick. And I say, but any kind way, one must better. I say, but no better. So to me, what I see is like, then they play like Tinta and two for choose people. Then you got other people who will say, but they happy don't they not do well. But they don't come back there. You know, like comparison, now they see in people making or taking decisions who get to do with their life.
Mm-hmm.
Where to me, my point is the common sense wag is vote your conscience. Tell me, Shaiku, another this party, another APC, another SLPP. We're going to the polling station, waiting. Like just say, okay, also have a vote for, look for this. At some point, I remember an election we don't pass, so people they would say, fine boy, who's one fine, now for
Yeah.
vote for. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes people vote for them things here. But this is fine boy, a boy, and a nice man, this.
Yeah.
So my point is not about voting for fella like that dog style what I talk about.
Mm-hmm.
People say, but any kind way, one most better. Not say no better. It's about you never pick one part and two self, not saying not to pick a paper because
But
they
base,
should deliver and then for be servant for us. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
but base, thank you so much for this. But like we dey see now the two political party them, APC then they shout and say their own time been better past the wire. They why they say no,
Mhm,
but na the COVID, na the Ukraine war.
mhm.
But you
Yeah.
remember APC term? they tell we say na the Ebola. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I remember back Pakaba in ending like the last days of Iyon government or the last years. Then they say, but
Yeah.
you know, we just come off from war. So meaning
Mm-hmm.
they all get something where they hold on to for blame for their failures. So what do you
Yeah.
the advise Sierra Leoneans them bim like okay, because of my again I wonder like I say so whether conscience really did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
mm,
Well, sometimes I'm not like for go too deep into politics. So like that side, like I may say once in Parliament and show
mm,
June 24, the people will come out with, I mean, whatever decision. Whether this party say this, whether they say this, whether they say don't try. But one thing I don't see done by myself from one day in the UK until I come, we up to now to get it's like to me, elections can't make a change. Although it's a process really, you
mm.
know, we I mean you go look say, okay, yes, any kind of way, just and go up because they're in the studio now.
Okay.
No, but look, go ahead no more. So
Yeah,
to
okay.
me,
Mm,
elections can't make a change. Election in a sense,
mm,
because if you look in Sierra Leone, I just see like how they talk just now, the party they know more people than they're voting for. So until political parties and put the individuals in, we go able to make a change, then I think we go start from there. Because what you mean they see cycle, sometimes I don't like for going to the political issues there. So me, it's the same people. I mean go around with it. Because when you
yeah.
sit them back and look, and they ask a lot of people that say 2018 elections and these elections, tell me the candidate then, and the main political parties then, which one will change? You tell me
Mm,
about.
not the same. And in fact, Sef, what you would they see? Would they see what in they call cross carpet? So man, way them in the way SFPP in the blast for, the tell way them in the
Mm.
opposition. The same man then don't cross over to SLPP. Now SLPP they defend. Then same mortal man where them in the blast for. That's where them in the ruling party. So
So I need
so
to go deep into that. Day. So
yeah, I
you tell
know.
me now, what's the difference? Because when the same uh, people the way APC been put the last time, they were Sheikh Oko and Samua.
Yeah.
The same people the way SRP put the last time
Mm.
was President Bia and Julde.
Yeah, not the same.
So
Yeah.
what are the difference? So what may happen at that time the way people make decision? What may happen? So what now will change? You tell me about you go able to tell me more. You
Yeah,
know?
no, well,
So
this
to
now.
me, it's
Mm-hmm.
almost the same people at the top, whatever
Mm-hmm.
difference they will make, whatever. But the saddest part from the whole thing in a way, the people that what they see around them people yeah, well, I mean, any side look, I don't think there's a difference. I think it's the same people or the people that like way they say they come from the other side, they join because they're not engaged. So I mean, Uda lost a certain political party, Uda, I mean, not able to invest in what they do. Because what you see in Sierra Leone, the politicians after politics when in party they come on, they're not able to exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So to me, I don't see difference, bros.
Yes. Thank you so much, DJ Base. And other thing also, like people and like most people they want make a change, but the only thing no the party then they give them almost the same mortal man them. But
Mm.
some man they argue say they say okay, psycho, how we gonna know say this person get for work?
Come and get with the question.
Yeah, no, like some people then they ask, then say how then go determine a politician will get for work for the people, will get for deliver.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So now that doubt a lot of people then get they say I make it's like they are entrapped on a difficult situation. So
You say the same politicians that we with him?
no what is some man they argue? They say okay now we don't get into traditional party here. And then now
Uh-huh.
are faced with a difficulty of making a choice by how for determine you how somebody go determine whose politician go they deliver for the people because they say from the past years the same problem, same issues. That's why they can promise say we they do this, but when you vote for them, they
Mhm.
can be worse than the other one, the previous one there. So how whose advice you will get for Sierra Leoneans there, like when they are faced with difficult situation?
Psycho. I can't put me back. I don't get like for talk politics.
No,
And they
no,
left
no,
to them. Where they go?
not of politics we dey
Like
talk.
I
I
tell
know
you.
say you now one of the man them where like
Uh-huh.
okay, some of we they right, we they
Mhm.
know the brand we they give you all kind name. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yes, go
family
ahead, boss.
I know say they try for settle down.
It's okay. I don't settle now.
Okay, okay. No, I say you know one of the Sierra Leoneans them like we hold like that kind position. Yeah, where somebody I not ever hear
Uh-huh.
somebody accuse you say you are APC or
Uh-huh.
SAP. Then they because you know how you they do your own stuff and you know mix
Uh-huh.
parenting in with that. But
Okay.
what I try for say now, like in this Sierra
Uh-huh.
Leoneans, like we they yeah, we they say Sierra Leoneans them like they're not more or less me can say we lack critical masses because then they say for lay country go before they need the
Uh-huh.
masses critical and then the leadership
Okay.
for be focus. But it's like somehow we go say okay we lack critical masses. But now if you engage the critical people, the masses, then go tell you say okay,
Mhm.
but like how we go determine say then what this set of politicians then go deliver for we if we elect them. So it's like now that confusion dey like whose advice you go get, whose method or whose tools then people are go use for assess people them, politicians them where they can today.
For now, it's difficult. I'll tell you that. You know why? Because what I see at the salon people then look for the color, the tribe, the region. For now, that's their focus. I mean, majority of the people in the salon, they look for region. This are now party. I mean, this are area I come on, southeast, northwest. This so for now it's very difficult because like I tell you so, I believe so with 2018 elections, salon people are now for able to sit down and able to make decisions by actions. That is, we know everybody with the different political parties, yeah. We know the team there. If this
Mhm.
political party can against him, if this political party can against him, so we were able to vote for the individual. But also the saddest part from the whole thing, it's like we bring this question given to the I call it the PR system when it out.
Mhm.
So me, the understanding about the PR system given to voting for political party, especially
Yeah.
we given to the presidential and the parliamentary, we may get problem with. Because with that, obviously, whoever them political parties they are put, whether na presidential or whether na parliamentary or once the people in mind don't focus on voting the party and the color and the symbol, trust me, it already deviate the minds of the people for voting for individuals we go deliver. That is because if you put an individual the way you go see him face, you can able to identify say, well, this man sabi I be they go develop way or that somebody way he able to deliver. But once now the PR system don't call for the how you call himself the part the symbol or the
Mhm.
picture.
Mhm.
To me, I mean, I get problem with that because then they get for dudes not making choice.
Yeah, so it's
Obviously, if you dey go vote for the party when a symbol they see, and I even tell you what did they vote for in the first place. Because, like I say, if you see the picture, the pictorial part of the person, like for example, I see Cycle John in picture, oh, now somebody was happy, and somebody
mhm.
else down there for defend human rights, legal policy, and this are they going for? But for
Mhm.
me, I see no more uh, baseline party, I mean, monkey party.
Mhm.
Obviously,
Yeah.
but monkey party, now they know, say, now them people that come on, and the
Mhm.
idea. So, because the whole thing about the problem now is the illiteracy part of it. You
Mhm.
know, so we can't give majority then are illiterate.
Yeah.
So that idea they don't sink in people and so much that they don't even vote for issues. They vote for crowd, they vote for falafala, they vote for color, they vote for party, they vote for region, they vote for tribe. So for now, I mean it takes education for you to come out of this. And like I said, again with the PR system, now party people they go vote for Pandi. I mean the parliamentary. Law say you get your party now. I don't vote for a party. Sheku John. I mean political party.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, now who that you want, Lego puts. In fact, sometimes they interview somebody with say, then ever do this. No, no, no. In fact, now the saddest part, look, I don't want to name names. You get members of parliament where they already going to parliament for the next parliament where people not even voting for.
Mm-hmm.
So how democratic is that? Tell me.
Yeah, yeah, and then also like for just add what you dey say because this na interactive session. For just add like what you dey say so, the PR system give more powers to the political parties.
Of course.
You
Of
dey
course.
find out say now because
Mhm.
the political party them get a guidelines how then they
Yes.
elect or select somebody for
Select.
a
Small
member.
select. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you dey see the constituency level, then get the lower percentage. Then they tell you say
Yes.
at 30%. So then they tell you
Hmm.
say district level 20%, and then maybe the then get no 10% district level, and then other 10% regional, and then the 50% day to the party executive. So
Yes.
imagine also now una the constituency, una go elect somebody, una vote for I get
Hmm.
30% day.
Hmm.
But the executive they no like am from executive
Exactly.
on 50, regional
Yes.
10. What is it?
Yes.
So you dey doubt, okay, what kind of democracy this?
Yeah.
You don't understand it.
Because
So
the people at the top now, then they make decision. So to
mhm,
me, who pays the high price get the job.
yeah.
So it's sometimes money kind side and the people who get for go deliver for the people who go get the interest. Because once we don't put me money now, sometimes get someone at the diaspora, they pump money for the party, they pump money, they pump money. When that party they win, they say, "Bo, that man don't pop $1,000, $2 million. Oh. So any care wanna put on some side. Okay, now members of parliament you want, you put on the so you don't get forget the interest of the people. Them. So you see the problem and the points. You see?
Yeah, 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 Base. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. And then also, Base, like you they see again the attitude of Sierra Leoneans.
Mm.
Okay, instead for me, we don't lost a culture, or we not even
Uh-huh.
maybe I don't know whether that culture they been there before. For me, we discuss on national issue. Let's say if I say like I talk about electricity problem, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So like other person wey get different views, e no go can engage me on this issue. Rather what he go tell me now for accuse me say, oh, now because una na the opposition or now because una na the ruling party. So it's
Mm.
like space no day for discourse, then don't close that space day. So how you think say changes go happen with that kind of mentality in people them?
Well, I mean, like you mentioned, to me, the space day,
Mm,
but I think now we know what make use of it. I mean, the space is this. You get the media people, all they set the platform. You get the civil society. You get interreligious council. You get different organizations, institutions that we supposed to make sure say, I mean, people and voice be heard about issues. So in a nutshell, we don't have a system. That's the problem. Because if we get a system outside the media and civil society go hold government accountable about what thing they do and ask them. You see, number one, that's you, for example, like at the look, you go imagine at some point in time before they left at the UK, almost 2, 3 weeks ago or a month ago. I said, could you imagine the political parties the knockout manifesto, all the out manifesto a month for elections?
mhm.
Tell me, do you think it's a manifesto?
No, well, not just what he said no more.
Thank you. Because the
Yeah.
point is, if I don't dare before now, so for them can die minutes one, nobody able ask, civil society able ask, the media able ask, the interreligious council people able ask, institutions able ask, say, why them political party are not on count manifesto before now? Die minutes. And again, my problem with them manifesto here is it binding, a legal man. For say, if we not do X, Y, Z, now this go happen. Because this is not my problem. It's not about launching. I see people all the fight for the manifesto. Politicians then go say, I mean, we on manifesto, in your page baku, we don't make sense. This so I mean the practical part of it is the whole thing. It's not about because you get people that were good at writing, you get people that were good at doing so many stuff. But the practical part of it, and what you mean they look now we forget set a system, Musai. I mean you forget People that will go able to say, okay, now, low accent people about the manifesto say, I mean, this manifesto where them been put, what thing will happen if they're not implementing anything inside the manifesto? So that's the point where Naomi get problem with. It's not about launching the manifesto. It's about, I mean, what thing will happen if they not go by the manifesto? So that's my
Okay,
point. So the
yeah, well,
manifesto then can launch, this
yeah.
page boku, this say you are the best, this you are the best. But after, if them political parties, they are other kind of power, other they not implement what's inside the manifesto, do we have a system to hold them accountable? We don't.
Yeah, so
People
but
that man they dance about with the manifesto.
but be say
Uh-huh.
DJ base now that make we get democracy. Democracy,
Wow.
this them manifesto, then what is we get what you call social contract, like between we
Yeah.
and. So let's say, for
Mm-hmm.
example, the manifesto don't come. All
Mm-hmm.
Sierra Leoneans then say, okay, we don't agree for say we dey go in for manifesto party
Mm-hmm.
X. So now
Yes.
we don't vote for you, for meaning we don't go into contract with you. So
Exactly.
if you fail now for deliver what in there your manifesto, now we your
Mm-hmm.
responsibility for say now no, listen, you not deliver what you will agree. So therefore,
Mm-hmm.
when you can't to we again, we not they vote for you. You don't
A
understand?
binding, a
Yeah, no,
binding, a binding.
binding. Not for saying like okay, you go able say if they not deliver you they sue them. No, but
No,
in
well, what I mean, like
Mhm,
when they call the manifesto, so you
mhm,
forget institutions. For example, let's say civil society for accountability. For
mhm.
example, now, okay, this political party when I don't launch this manifesto, now when I can't pen on a signature, now get witnesses them. Whether or not the democracy people them, democracy for human rights, ECSL, PPRC. Now we they hope say we they get a timeline, bruh. That's what they happen in other part of the world.
Yeah,
Within
but
this time and this time, una for
mhm.
don't deliver this, if una not deliver, we go ask una.
Yeah, so but all that day now, last say I not see and yet any country, even UK who say they are for say people then they go sign with voting save them. But like
Mm-hmm.
again, now just the mentality. If the
Mm-hmm.
people are really serious for let development happen in the country, so
Mm-hmm.
meaning you by voting for a political party, you don't
Yeah,
almost go into a contract with that political party day, with the
you're
leaders.
right.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
if they fail for deliver what in the manifesto, then don't
Mm-hmm.
break the contract. Therefore, when they come, you they find out not to
Mm-hmm.
recently, not to yeah, the ruling party lost, the council they lost over how many 1,000 more than 1,000
Of
seats.
course. Of
Yeah,
course. Of
but all
course.
that na because of the people and because yeah, they aware. They know what in they
Mm-hmm.
want. They know mix
Mm-hmm.
for okay, na tribalism
Mm-hmm.
or partyism or colorism. You understand?
Exactly.
Then they talk
Yeah,
about issues the way they affect the development. But
you're
like
right.
what you say so no more, like we get issue about the critical, the masses. The
Mm-hmm.
masses, I think say sometimes you will get the tendency for blame the politician. But sometimes I consider
Mm-hmm.
me on quiet moment,
Mm-hmm.
working into people there. You don't wonder
Yeah.
whether we get to Sierra Leone. Some man they tell you
So,
say,
Sakuja, like I tell you, see, now the system with the nonsense.
mhm,
The system is set, brother. It's set. And I tell you this, it's set. The people they not say the masses they not engage. And once the masses they not engage, you can take them for a ride for anything. Why me for the dance for a political party? Where a political party is supposed to deliver to me. Look, when I go in the UK, because sometimes I know people they look for compare with the UK. The
mhm,
UK, the councils and they operate. So
yeah,
you don't get this trust or how they call them. But it just in non common. I mean, Sunak non
distrust.
before
Mhm.
Sunak, other issues, people they know resign in certain side.
No, yeah,
Why?
like the former prime minister Liz Truss, the lady where come where Boris Johnson left, the lady where can
Yes.
now the shortest prime minister
Thank you.
before, then
Yes.
count them
Mm-hmm.
economic policies. The policy
Mm-hmm.
then fail. You know able then incessant talk where they know able then kick them out. And incessant say
Thank you.
I know able deliver.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
that go to again the
So you
credit.
see, because they have a system,
Mhm.
even when all them things they train to, what's the stop for on?
No, no,
Train the stop for on.
no.
People know they go work.
All man they go normal business. Yeah.
So this is my point. With all them tell that, but even when in the UK, what people they say, okay, UK self then they strike, UK self thing go up. But train they still gone. If you don't get trained, then the strike, coach day. If you don't get coach, cab
Mhm.
day. If you don't
Mhm.
get cab, all that means day.
Yeah.
So this is my point. That a system for if outside system they even when things they change, government they change, the police them. You don't ever see, I mean, they are still doing their work. Whether
Mhm.
you put Boris Johnson, whether you put Liz Truss, whether you put Sunak, the police is the police. Don't
Mhm.
then get a problem about, I mean, you go say racism or look the
Yeah.
white, the black inside inside, but they are still they maintain sanity in discipline and all that they do.
Mhm.
So the whole thing is they have a system. We don't have a system. So until we set up a system first before we start from a system. If we don't have a system, we're going nowhere, bro. It will just I said I mean go around with the person.
Yeah, so yeah, this now a very serious problem. So family them then and now una the watch me and the legend DJ Bass will get time for just few but now forgot to watch over there for the time. Because me if he
No,
left
now
to
the
me,
studio are doing so.
yeah, if he left to me
The
would
news they on right now. The news they on. So
oh
me they
okay, yeah.
come on 10 o'clock, so I got about 40 more minutes.
Oh okay, yeah, because if he left to me, we
Yeah.
go there then 2 or 3 hours safe.
No, no, they are. So yeah, you understand? You can
Yeah,
really
yeah,
need
so
me.
yeah,
But you
yeah,
see,
so
I already did let's see. So if you watch, you see.
yeah.
So
Okay.
already there.
Mm-hmm.
So the news on right now. So at least I get about 5-10 minutes with you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Or now would they make good use of that 5-10 minutes where you say so?
Okay.
Best, you don't like I said earlier on, you don't like some of we will not be in the sleep, will not be in the sleep
Yeah.
for listening to your conscious vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make the effort, you don't really whether you retire today self, you don't left your own mark. But
Mm-hmm.
you feel say like Sierra Leoneans and Ben don't we not say message don't come, but you feel say now like Sierra Leoneans and don't accept change.
No, 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 no reach date. No reach date. Because in the first place, I think we get to know what's in a change first. We get to know what's in a change. You know? We get to know what's in a change. Yeah. Because change starts with you.
Mhm.
You know, change starts with you. So we get to know what's in a change first before we talk about change. Road and they get me. So that's the point. We get for noticing a change first. So because change starts with you, and to me, change starts with cleanliness. Really agree. Yeah, Shakwa, they listen to you.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean the list where you say change start with cleanliness and the individuals, but you they
Of
see
course.
like now we like what you would see in a salon
Mm-hmm.
now victims them. You understand the victims them now then they defend the system. The victims of the system. You they see somebody you not get outside they sleep safe. But let's say in a party A it belong. Party A
Uh-huh.
then power. It did still defend that party D.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like from where me get sense, now the same thing they happen. You they see, like what in me experience, and they see some people imagine then they take project, they take one or let's say project they take about 3, 4, 5 years, one grade one project. And now that
Mm-hmm.
project now in then get for use for campaign. So until where government can have power, then they start
Mm-hmm.
one project, then they end up maybe almost at the end of the term. So that one
Mm-hmm.
project, some people in the can say, no, then don't dig for without culvert, then don't do that road. You the wonder, so okay, like I say so no more, but you don't the talk say like people they don't know what in that they don't know what in a change. Like it's like
Mm-hmm.
you feel say we know what in a development.
You see, the problem again is we don't know. You see, you try there. So we don't know. Because if you see, like I tell you see, when I travel recently, cycle at some point, I mean, they say I wish people go able to go there. Now then consider it for some time, but it's not possible, especially salon people. Let
Mm-hmm.
the able see waiting change. Let the able see waiting uh people that way they serve.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the UK now when me look, the point is people that are served and they serve them people in that country there. Whilst here, now the people and they serve the people who for serve there. So you see the problem? In Sierra Leone, a lot of people they look say one way of people getting rich, trust me, now for going to politics.
Yeah.
And Bokupa the one who they claim say they rich they like today. Now Boku don't go through politics. Go into politics before you might because say Africa politics and Sierra Leone in particular is like winners take all, takes all.
Mm-hmm.
Where this come, like that Bogogia, you know? Like I say, just now like the system way now the party they pick who they go represent the people in the parliament.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, so what I think say that person go be loyal to? The party.
The party, yeah.
Whilst in the UK and other places, I mean, you go find out say the people away then they put in a power. Even when they make mistake or people say, hey, you don't blunder, oh, it's okay. Well, I agree, I resign, I take responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst in Sierra Leone now, when they say somebody co-op to, he say, he say, but now you go lose that position, they're going to get the money now for continue life. So it's a two different thing. Now, make us say elections can't make the change. The individuals, where they represent them political parties, yeah, he able to make the change, but not the elections. Because I like the people and vote right now. For let's say party X get majority of the votes. Then people that they want pick for represent people in parliament. Then people that they want as president, according to the PR, because of the party, the symbol, and the face they vote for. You see? So who that them they represent? And the party.
Yeah, but base I've been the think other way back. Like, okay,
Mhm.
we don't let's say me they take from Pakabai in time. We don't
Yeah.
vote for party X don't can serve for 10 years, party B don't serve for other 10 years. So we don't vote in.
Mhm.
So you know feel say now the politician then don't feel say the 10 years na entitlement. They are entitled to it. You know feel say if Sierra Leoneans then change the method of voting, say okay, if party A come e no work, we dey give them one term. If dem teach them a lesson, say okay, listen, una don come 5 years, una no work,
Mhm.
we dey kick una out party Y. So you no fit say
Okay.
party Y if dem can't then dey behave because dem know say the terms dem no guarantee again for say oh no na 10 years.
Well, again, I get to do the education of the people because, like I tell you earlier on, it's like, I mean, you even get people in way people expect for a much from we go even talk like how you talk. So for say, I mean, Able, Salona, and they tell you, I say, outside the constitution saying 10 years.
Yeah,
Then people go say, but that don't kind of know. So you see now the
yeah.
psyche people they go with. That mind that this that talk the way they talk so, don't they in majority of the people in mind.
Mhm.
That look let them done in time now, but look just
Yeah,
left the one thing and done in time.
yeah. Like say
Not
na 10 years.
knowing the impact way, like I said earlier on, like what I say, if me not go vote for the party they already now, where people go say, hey, you want them to say, so now like guess with the guess.
Mhm,
Like things and two. So for
mhm,
even somebody tell you back say, hey, but no left the lady and just day, you never understand what you mean. How
mhm,
much 5 years within in life don't go beyond.
mhm,
Where you don't know if you can even get the next 1 year for even exist. So with a guess for put people there and sorriness, Ebolo just left there once a lady and done in time.
mhm.
You see? So now the psyche, it's about tribe, it's about religion. Even that's of the way it talks so now. People that don't join into that meditation, they for say, na two time, no later done when they done the time, other ones have can now.
Yeah, so but me
All
I
that they
can
get with education, all
yeah,
that they get with awareness.
I can tell a lot of people and say, no, listen, now 5 years, if you can you work, people then vote for you, then you go for the other 5 years, not to by force.
Yeah,
If
you
you
can
not
tell
work,
them so, but the
then change.
majority of people they know they tell them Nandi.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
even get people in that diaspora like a winner. So we people they look up to who go tell you back that talk they say, but they done in 10 years
yeah,
now,
of
any party
course,
we
yeah.
can.
Mhm.
So other people they hold in how they say, but you see what in that man they talk the under.
Yeah.
Because I just think say everybody hold the under they talk. I mean, to make sense. Forget say you also get mental people and they. Are there any mental problem this year?
Thank you so much, Base. You been make one video, people like that they go viral. Where you
Yeah.
say, I don't forget the actual. If you can repeat that name for Sierra Leoneans, where you say not to
I
board
say,
yeah,
just take a look around here and see what's going to happen. This I do in 2018. But
yeah,
most of the things about they say still they resonate and they happen around.
mm-hmm,
I say if you make fool this time, just
mm-hmm,
die once and not get it for exist. And that's plain facts.
yeah,
In fact, with the Ukraine war now, hold on kind the problem with the price of things that don't go up in the country and the world so cycle. I mean, if you fool, you don't even need for exist.
mm-hmm.
Death. So because if you there, it's like the living there, they just they exist now, but you not get use.
Yeah,
So that was it. And I mean, it's still the play in the minds of people because it's the truths. The truths are the truths.
yeah,
And that's one of the things that we say Iranians and don't lack. We don't lack morals.
mm-hmm,
Yes, go ahead. Morals that are, I mean, and the saddest part from the whole thing, in a way, people that they look up to and they expect much from don't disappoint people. So, like salon people, then just hang in the balance now. It's like way they say, man, they drown, I like to see leaf. So,
yeah,
Australians, we still inside the water, the pet for drown. So, we they look, what they call nerve, what they call leaf, what they call paper. So, now that situation that we do right now. It's sad,
yeah. It's very, very
Sad,
sad.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, I don't know whether, but I go really appreciate if you go get time one day so that we go bring
Yeah,
you
I'll
and
get time one day.
yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
go, I'll go plan the
But,
time already.
but you can
But no more
advocate.
no talk politics. We'll talk
No, no,
general
no, no. We know
human
they
interest issues.
we know they talk.
Because
We
in
know
Sierra
they talk.
Leone now,
Mm-hmm.
when you talk politics, then go begin course and whatever. So like we ain't bound for that. But I mean, let the politician and deal with that and they win at the awareness we the type to talk about. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe, like I say, sometime people go able to sit down within themselves. And but again, the saddest part where I can this trip cycle, this I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
When I come from the UK after 6 months, I don't know say lights not they go, any pump you open water they come on, I know they see mosquito. I mean, when I come Sierra Leone, I still experience this blackout business. I say, wow. I mean, we are joking, bros.
Mm-hmm.
And no sign, no day at the earth. This is my own common sense, and I'll say it and I go defend Nandi. Where anything they exist without NIG,
No,
lights.
no. You know
Because
the.
for example, you take like the UK way, some of who be the travel way, you go underground,
Mm-hmm.
lights they train they run the tube they run the. You go on the highest building and like na 30 story. Any
Mm-hmm.
pump you open, water they come out, bruh.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, then you I come back, I look still people in the blackout these people that still not able to get water it. We're joking. I mean, anyway, we're joking, bro.
Yeah, no, it really sad. But then again, you the yeri, the saddest part of it, like how you say so no more Sierra Leoneans them, like even the victims, or maybe is it because then no really some man not even know what in a regular light, so therefore maybe now that make them get defend them. But you they see issues them, the problems and you they see
Mm-hmm.
things them way government them supposed for correct because if you like you not the right person for talk to like any person we want development any leader we truly mean for develop salon now some
Mm-hmm.
of una them for talk to because what happen for the last 20 30 or so years una know the issues then at Sierra Leone so you dey
Of
find out
course.
say all the issues them where you been they talk for about
Mm-hmm.
since Tankaba in time I believe say they are still existing.
Of course. Of
But
course.
then,
Well, you see, now this maybe you go able to understand that part the way I still dey talk about their issues there. So you get people in back who will tell you, say, but you don't talk to the same issue. I just talk because the issue are not solved.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that I know people need to understand and will look tell you say, but still they talk the same thing back. Because the
Mhm,
same thing is happening 20 years back.
mhm,
People they eat with plastic and even at the streets. They same plastic here they go get away in come, go choke the gutter
mhm,
overflow, everything
mhm,
come out on the streets, the road
mhm,
overflow, the hostel overflow. So you don't even see videos outside people they take the dirty from the yard Can't go even where again they can feel say go
Mm.
block gutter, mess up the whole. So we still
I think Fambulem, I believe say the internet na Sierra Leone, DJ base, I believe say we don't lost am. The internet, Fambulem na Freetown. This na DJ base we been get. We be the talk on national issues, awareness, Sierra Leoneans, una need for be wise. You know, like you know, you dey see people they defend something way bad, a bad system. You dey see some man they pull close for defend, just for defend because he want party A or party B for the power, or because in the benefit. You know, so this now me and DJ Base been dey talk about. So and you know say one like lot of una know say DJ Base, he don't dey in this business. He don't dey like he talk about Sierra Leone issues, he dey talk about national issues, he dey create awareness, he dey talk about awareness for make Sierra Leoneans them aware. Una know waiting for do, but up to date. Imagine from Pakaba time up to now, same electricity problem. In fact, Pakaba time them been get waiting and call Kaba Tiger, and till today we get the same problem. Imagine from Pakaba time till now we get the same problem. No government no able say okay, at least for can solve this problem, yeah. You know, from EBK Cam, Madabio don't can now for 5 years, all na the same problem. But then you dey get the same politicians them, yeah, and then supporter them go tell you say, Ahabo Sidoyandabo, we don't walk past the war. But the same problems then they exist. The same problems then they exist. So it's really, really, really sad. It's really, really sad. So Famulem I don't see the other guest back who we get. I believe say na free to. I don't know whether the first guest who been get when a lawyer the Macaulay been get issue with the internet because of even the rain, and then now DJ Base will be the talk no more. It don't go off. We dey get in just few minutes because we not a long interview anyway because himself very busy. He in a studio, but he been grant we this interview for low just low can discuss these issues that we will be now begin talk about. So Sierra Leone people a need for wake up. They really, really need for wake up. We dey see young man them wey dem don recruit for dey na social media for lie and for attack, wey dey hear a critical voice or somebody wey dem no resonate with, or like the message wey dem no want for yeri, or wey dem no like for yeri. You dey see dem dey attack person, cause and do all kind thing, disrespect people wey you no sabi just because of politics. So and all this now for protect, and you where they do so, you know one of the victims of the system. Where at least if you not bold enough, you not get mind for talk against that system. Day somebody say, okay, now me go sacrifice, and they can't talk about this system, and they can't talk against this system. Then now back then they use as tools for silence some people where they afraid, some man they afraid say, hey, I the fear for make them not call me names. Then they know they talk. So yeah, hello? Yeah, yeah, okay, well, let me come for another time. Okay, okay, thanks a lot. Okay. Okay, yeah, Fambu, like I've been telling na DJ base na in just call. He said the internet being waiting say na in just go off. So I believe say na so we dey end this program for today, but we dey hopefully we dey try for bring and come, and then we dey pray the day we dey bring am make steady internet good in at that side day, because for us here everything is okay. Yeah, so like I be dey tell una, this not the problem. Una don see even internet, you know, like it dey give problem na salon. Data, imagine yeah where you get, you buy you dey buy your phone, credit all day. If you either buy the phone if you want, or you go take am on a contract basis. Every month you dey pay small. Credit go dey, data dey enough for the day you don use the phone. Every month you just dey pay. You understand? So internet no dey go. Na im make you dey find out say some man 24/7 like me phone, or like about almost everybody wey dey na England, almost, except if you no want for go take phone and then you dey pay for your, but some man e dey wait. So internet dey. But imagine now, okay, me and then two guests dem, internet problem make them don go off, and na the capital city of Freetown. And there were now, let's say, like, sometimes it's sad. But then you get people the way they can defend the system, go give all kinds of story, begin tell you about Second Stevens in your own time. No, don't forget about that day. Then don't come, then don't come, then don't do their own, then don't go. We say now we own time this. You understand what thing we don't do? So the leaders them come, until we able hold we leaders them accountable, we able question them. If they do wrong, we tell them, say they are wrong. Look them at their face. Tell them, say, listen, this is not right. We will not allow this to happen. We will not allow this to continue. But until we able to do that as a people, Sierra Leoneans, that country, they know they go before. You see now, like how DJ Base been they talk now on tribal basis. If me na this tribe, once na me tribesman dey na the helms of affairs, I don't care whether it work, whether it no work, I don't care. That's not how society for grow. Because one thing we una dey forget, now if hospitals no dey, all man they suffer, whether you na party A, party B, you dey, una all they suffer. If good roads no dey, na for una all, not for a set of people. Like how una dey say, so dollar don't go up. Now one bag rice is over. Some people let me they say it depends on the type of rice where you want. 800,000, 700 and something. They know they go ask for your tribe. Not to your tribe then they ask for. Not to your political party membership card then they ask for. Now the same price una all they buy. So una no able sit down, una think, una analyze issues, them una know them political party are okay, this don't try for me, no, this not try, then una vote for the right people. If they mistake, if they not deliver what in them promise, una send them out. So una no able to sit down and think about that. It's really sad. So sometimes we can get the tendency for blame the politicians them or the educated one there. But una the masses, una where they come out, where they play music no more, una don't jump na street, una begin sing and dance. In fact, now some politicians then they feel say, now because of them don't achieve, now it make una they come out na street and dance. But some of una not even left nothing else for it. But una they come out and dance. So you see the wrong impression una they give to the politicians them. Because some man they feel say you don't succeed, you don't achieve, then don't do all what in then at the manifesto. Now make you not see the crowd where come out for we. So that crowd no equals to development or to success. Now that's una they fail for understand. So una really need for sit down and think. Well, for just support, no more support, it not really make sense. So anyway, Fambulem, this na so we go end this program, this second program back. Una not forget tomorrow we get Dr. Richard Conte. Now this same platform. So una not forget for tuning. So until then, Nami Saiku John, they say good night.